babes, welcome to my channel. I am Maria, aka Agape Love Girl. Thank you so much for joining me today. But today we're doing something fun and different, and I'm so excited for it. Actually, this is actually a makeup swap collab between a few gals here on YouTube, and I'm so excited about it. I think it's going to be so much fun. Basically, this idea came from Lauren Delafera here on YouTube, also known as Little Blushing Birdie. I've done a few collabs with her before, and she reached out to a few other gals about doing this kind of makeup swap and unboxing, and we're not sending to the same person. So the person who sent me items is Katie from My Vanity, and then I actually was sending products to Lauren, and she sends to somebody else, and her person sends to somebody else, and so it's not like just two people going back and forth. So I will have everyone's videos linked in the description box. I might even actually just make a playlist and link the playlist. But if you're curious to see what I sent Lauren and so on, and kind of follow the loop, you can check out everybody's channel in the description box. And so the idea for this swap collab is that we each send our person a box of makeup products to kind of unbox on camera and try on, almost kind of like a first impressions unboxing kind of thing. So it makes it kind of exciting and fun. We're each getting new things. A lot of us girls, or all of us girls I believe, are on different PR lists, so we also said that we would include stuff that maybe was an extra or something we haven't used, or even maybe something we agreed that it would be okay if it was like used once or swatch or something, if we got something in overabundance, that we could kind of pass along, like a swap, literally a makeup swap of products. And what we wanted to do was try to send stuff so we can create a full look, if not a full face, at least a full kind of complete look. So that's kind of the general idea of the makeup swap collab. And kind of let me just show you, here's my box of goodies. She packaged it so well, and she's so cute. She included little cards with every little thing that she put in here, and I love that. I did include a card with Lauren's with kind of information about the products, but not like Katie did for me with little notes, and I think that was just so sweet. So her first one just says, "Please excuse my handwriting. I had a toddler in my lap. I hope you like the makeup and that it works out for you. Can't wait to see your look. Love, Katie," or heart Katie. And I just thought that was so cute. Totally understandable, Katie. Oh my gosh, you didn't want to look at my handwriting without a toddler in my hand. I have terrible handwriting, so to Lauren, I apologize. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into the box. I know I saw brow products in here first, so that's what I'm going to start with, because that's kind of always how I like to do my makeup first. I start with my brows. And so she sent me, she said, "Your eyebrows are always on point. I hope the color works for you." So that's the little note. And she sent me products from Profusion Cosmetics. Ooh, I kind of peeked through the box. I had an idea of what was in here, but I didn't really fully look at all the items because I still wanted to be kind of a surprise. So this was kind of covering all of it, and I'm just now kind of seeing what it is. This is actually a really cool package. I like that it includes tweezers. I'm always needing tweezers. So I do have a brow pencil in here, a brow gel it looks like, and then some brow powders. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out and we'll see what we can do. Alright, so this little brow palette actually has a brow primer, which I've never really used before, so I'm going to give that a try. Then it has a brow light, like a kind of a light matte highlight shade, a taupe shade, and then a soft brown, and it does come with a little brush. I did bring over my brow products brushes just in case, but I'm just going to give this a try just to see. And I've never done a brow primer before, but I think I'm just going to use this spoolie with it. I mean, I don't know if that's right or not. We'll see. Maybe I should use the brush. I'm not sure, but I'm just going to kind of dip the brush, the spoolie into it and then go from there. Oh, okay. I don't know if that's right. Oh my gosh, I'm like a big dork. I don't think that's right. Maybe it is. I don't know. I've never used. Maybe I just took too much. See, like this one's better. So I'm going to take some of this out. Oh my gosh. This is fun though. This is kind of exciting. So I'm just going to brush that in my brows and kind of comb them like I normally would to prepare them for powder. Okay, and normally what I like to do when I do my brows is actually I outline my brows with a brow concealer pencil and then fill them in. So I mean, I basically literally just color in the lines. and I'm not sure if I should do that. I kind of feel like I should. I think I'm still gonna do that first, and then I will go in with the brow powders here. Now, I've done this on camera maybe once or twice before, but I don't show how I do my brows very often because it's just exactly the same. So I hate to repeat that on camera. But for those who have not seen that or don't know how I do my brows, you're going to be able to see that now. So the brow pencil I use is from Beauty Junkies, or the brow concealer I should say, and I use the shade Warm Light Beige. Alright, and this kind of looks a little bit crazy, I know, but it just allows me to kind of just fill in my brows, color in the lines, and then easily kind of clean it up afterwards. I kind of shape up my brows how I want them with the concealer, just fill them in. It's just super easy. It's just the way I do my brows. But anyways, with my concealer in place, I'm going to go ahead and go into the taupe shade first. I will most likely, depending on if this isn't too light or too warm, I might just keep this all the way through my brows. Basically, when I'm doing my brows, I just kind of like outline them in between the, you know, concealer and then fill them in. And this is a little bit, I like the color. I think the color is pretty good to keep the taupe all the way through. I'm not someone who feels like I need a fade, you know, lighter in the front and darker in the back. I like my brows to be all the same color. But I almost feel like, I don't know if the primer is just almost a little bit too waxy for my preference. I feel like it's not really allowing the color to kind of get through to like my skin. I don't know if that makes sense. I like the color, the brow color, to kind of get onto my hairs and my skin because that's how I feel like it stays the best. So I might need to try this without the primer next time to see if for sure if I really like these brow products or not. Alright, out of curiosity, I am going to go in with the soft brown shade just to see if I can deepen this up a little bit. Even though the color is nice, I feel like I want it to look just a little bit darker, and I'm just going to take that all the way through. Same thing with the first shade. I do kind of have this bald patch right here that I like to get kind of darker pigment to, just because it needs to match up with the rest of my brows. So, alright, I mean, not bad. My favorite brow product, as most of you guys know if you're familiar with my channel, is the It Cosmetics Brow Power Powder and their pomade, but this is not bad. I'm going to go ahead and really quickly do the other side off camera so we don't take forever in this video. Alright, here's what we got going so far. Now what I usually do is take my It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe like dual-ended shadow brush, and that's how I clean up my concealer. So I'm just going to kind of go around and wipe that away, and that kind of helps me. Not kinda, I mean it does help me. That's what I'm doing. I don't know, I always say kinda, but you know. This just cleans up around my brows. So any powder or fallout that I like went outside of the lines, it just cleans that right up. So I have a nice crisp brow. And then I always just do this, just take that whatever product is left over on the brush and bring that onto my lid. And once I get the majority of it blended out, as you can see, then I will turn it over to the other side, which is this very like dense, stubby side. It's kind of like a little smudgy brush. And then I use that to get a more precise cleanup, because as you can see, there's still some concealer like there that's a little bit thicker that I really want blended out. So then I'll just go in and use that to create this precise blended line. So it removes that excess concealer that I don't need and creates a nice smooth line. And that's basically how I do my brows. I'm liking the way they look. I definitely think I would try this again without the brow primer, because it's just a kind of a waxy consistency. I'm not sure, I don't get it. I don't know, maybe it's gonna help the powder stick better. I don't know, but I felt like it was a little bit strange for me. And then this does come with a brow gel, but I always put, that's like the last thing I do. I put brow gel in my brows the very last thing, because I feel like once I put on you know, eyeshadows and then powders and all that stuff, if I have brow gel in there, those powders kind of stick into it. So if I do that last, there's no powders to follow into it and make it like powdery looking weird. So we'll come back to that. All right, now the next thing I like to do in my makeup routine is my eyes. So I just searched the box, and I do have a palette from Katie. She said, not much variety with this palette, but the formula is nice. I can't wait to see the look you create. So what she sent me is actually super, super beautiful, and it's so, so funny because I mentioned this brand in a recent video I filmed about makeup brands that have never really interested me. And this one was kind of like somewhat of an exception in that video because I have tried products from Smashbox, and while I think they're great products, the ones that I've tried, and I've liked the things that I've tried from them, it just, I feel like more recently there wasn't anything that really interested me and anything that compelled me to really want to spend my own money and purchase it. But I had mentioned if I ever received anything as a gift or anything like that, I would probably like it because I do like the products that I have tried from them. And so it's kind of funny that I ended up with this Smashbox palette. This is the Smashbox plus Vlada palette, so it's her little collab palette. And I say that it's funny not just because I included Smashbox in that video, but just funny because when I put them on my list, I had totally actually forgotten about the collab with Vlada. Was it Vlada or Vlada? Anyway, she's an amazing Instagrammer and makeup artist. But anyways, I have to kind of maybe retract a little bit because I do remember that when that collab came out, I was interested in that collab, those products that they came out with. That was one collab with Smashbox that I was actually very interested in. I obviously did not end up purchasing anything, but this just reminded me that I was actually very interested in those products, and so it's actually kind of cool that now I received them in this package from Katie. So thank you so much, Katie. And just for anybody curious, here's what it looks like. It's really, really pretty, really, really cute. And the shades definitely are your very neutral, everyday kind of simpler shadows, but they look beautiful, and I look forward to creating a look with it. Okay, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it yet, but I'm gonna do, the one I'm kind of most interested in is either this one, which is kind of a pinky color, or this coppery one. But oh my gosh, I just swatched that. It is so, so pretty. Oh my Lanta. So either that or this coppery one. Let me swatch that one and see. Wow, I actually, ooh, I'm really impressed with that. Wow, that's stunning. So, gosh, what do I do? What do I do? Okay. Let's just go ahead and I'm just gonna get started with my crease colors, and we'll kind of go from there and see what I do. So to start off, I'm gonna show you guys on the screen what I'm using, but I'm gonna start off first with the shade Nude Rose, and I'm gonna be using the Smith 232 to apply that into my crease. Okay, these are actually pretty powdery. I guess we'll see how they apply in the eyes. Okay, that looks really, really beautiful. It's just like a very simple shade, nothing super dramatic, but it went on beautifully, blended beautifully. It looks very natural on my eyes. I'm loving it. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and switch to the Smith 230 brush and deepen that up with the shade Coffee Blossom. So these are actually the only two matte shades in the palette, so I'm definitely utilizing them. So I'm just going to be taking that into my kind of outer crease, outer V area. So I'm not sure if it's just me, but I feel like this one's not blending as seamlessly. Not like I'm trying to make this a review, I'm just sharing. Like right here, I feel like there's a lot of pigment right here that just kind of stuck there. More than the rest. This side is fine though. But not terrible. Like I don't know if you guys can tell that, or if it's just, I don't know. Did I just have a little bit of, maybe I just had a little bit of a buildup of concealer there still. I'm not quite sure, but this side seems fine. Now I'm just going to go back to that big fluffy brush I was using first with that first shade and just kind of blend a little bit more. All right, now I'm going to go into that copper shade, which is called Floral Support, and I'm going to be taking that on a Pro Concealer brush from Beauty Junkies. And I'm just going to basically lay that over the majority of my lid. And I might go in with the other shade in the inner corner, but first let's just lay this down, see how it goes. Okay, that's, whoa, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, while that laid down kind of really well at first, as I kind of keep putting more on, I feel like the pigmentation is not staying. So I'm actually going to grab some setting spray to use with it. So I'll put a little bit of product on the brush and then spray it and then apply it. Okay, that definitely worked much better. So I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side. All right, that's actually really super pretty. So next thing I'm going to do is just go back in with the Coffee Blossom shade and take that a little bit more to the outer corner of my eyes, just to kind of soften up the edges a little bit. All right, now before I go any further with my eyes, I do know that Katie sent me a liquid liner to try, so I'm going to go ahead and attempt a winged liner. And when I do my winged liner, I like to do that first before I do my lower lash line, so that's what I'm going to go and do. And she sent me the NYX matte liquid liner, and her note says, my favorite underlined liquid liner. I know you've been doing a wing more recently, so I hope you like this liner too. So I'm really excited to try this liner. I've not tried this one, and since it's Katie's favorite, it must be really good. So we're gonna go ahead and give that a go. Okay, so I'm super nervous because I just realized this is a brush tip, or a yeah, I think that's what it's called. I'm really more used to doing winged liner with a felt tip liner pen. So I'm nervous, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, so you like kind of can't help but get like a super glamorous long line, but oh my god, I'm so nervous. I really like how thin it is, so I can get a good line right here on my lash line, but as far as for the wing, ooh, I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to clean it up with a makeup remover. Yeah, this is getting insane. Okay, makeup remover wipe to the rescue. Alright, much better. Okay, that's a pretty wing. Very thin and precise. Let's see if I can do the other side. Okay, this side actually went quite a bit better and easier. I think I need to draw it out just a little bit longer to match up, but okay, much better on that side. This is the type of liner that I need a lot more practice with. Alright, now to kind of wrap up the eyes, I'm going to go back in with the two matte shades in this palette. So I'm going to kind of smudge out pretty close to my lower lash line the shade Coffee Blossom, and then I'll go ahead and kind of diffuse it out with that shade Nude Rose. Alright, and so the way I do my makeup might seem a little crazy to you. It's kind of like all over the place, but for now, this is all I do to my eyes. I don't do mascara or my highlight shade or anything like that until after I'm done with my face. Again, like the same with my brow gel, I like to do my mascara one of the last things I do, just because if I'm putting powders and stuff on my face, that tends to fall onto the mascara and stick there, and then you have kind of like powdery looking brows or lashes, you know, and I don't like that. So we're gonna move on. And I don't have a, let me see. I don't have a foundation for sure. Okay, no, and I don't have a bronzer or contour shade. So what I'm going to do is do that portion off camera and be back just to show you guys the stuff that's in the box so this video isn't too long. But I will say that she did send me a primer, and so here's what she said. She said, I doubt this primer will work for my skin, but I've heard good things about it. I can't wait to see how it goes for you. So the primer she sent me is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer, which is a hydrating primer. So I'm actually really excited to try this. So I actually haven't heard anything about this primer actually, but I'm just still excited to try it because I've never tried anything from Laura Mercier, and I always hear a lot of people talking really great things about her products, and the fact that it's a hydrating primer really speaks to me. My skin, more lately, I've gotten it to be more normal, no major issues one way or the other, but usually leans dry dry. So I love hydrating products and I'm really excited to give this a try. Now this says that it is a nourishing, lightweight, water-based gel that creates the perfect canvas for makeup application for dehydrated skin. So we'll see what I think about it. All right, I'm already loving the way it feels. Like, it feels super moisturizing. I could understand if someone has more oily skin or anything like that, how this probably wouldn't be a primer you would like, because it does almost have a greasy feeling. Not greasy in a bad way, but it has that kind of more slick feeling, but not silicone-y feeling, because I don't usually like primers that feel really thick silicone-y. So this is more of a, just definitely more lightweight than that, but it's not as lightweight as what I would think of for a gel product. Most gel products and water-based products are really just thin and don't feel like they add any moisture to my skin. This definitely I feel like, ooh, it feels so good on the skin. I'm really excited about it, actually. It feels amazing. So if it helps with longevity in my foundation as well as keeps me hydrated, I'm all about it. I'm actually really excited about it. And also, let me just add that even though it has that kind of, like I said, kind of somewhat greasy formula, it's absorbing into the skin really nicely. Like, it's not leaving my skin feeling greasy or gross. I like really love how this feels. So very excited. Thank you so much, Katie. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put on foundation, concealer, and bronzer off camera, and I'll be right back to use the rest of the products that Katie sent me. All right, and I am back, and for anyone curious, just in case you want to know what I used for my foundation, I've been using the Adult Tan Hydro Bomb foundation in the shade Tan. For my concealer, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And then for bronzer, if you're new around here, I don't always use like a typical bronzer or contour shade. I like to use bronzer to contour. I feel like it works better with my warmer skin tone, but this is the one I've been obsessed with lately. I'm really sad because it's almost gone, but I'm gonna have to repurchase. But this is the Bye Bye Pores Bronzer. I love it. I swear there's just something about a bronzed face. Like, I just feel that much more fierce and beautiful. So that's what I'm using. And then just to set, I used the, what is it called? RCMA No Color Powder. So with all that, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing that Katie sent me, which is this Profusion Blush and Glow Palette. And here's what she said. She said, haven't tried this palette, but my past experience with Profusion highlighters is a blinding highlight. Get that glow, girl. Katie, I love your little messages. They're just the cutest things. I love it. So I, aside from the brow products, haven't tried Profusion either, so I'm really excited to try it. So here's what the palette looks like. We do have a couple different blush shades. All of them are shimmery, which I actually do not mind. I love a good shimmery blush, especially kind of like those corally pink and like gold shimmery blushes. Those are my jam. So I'm getting rid of some of the garbage. Let's see what we have. I think what I want to go into is the shade Fantasia, because that looks like a color that is speaking to me. Now, I like to go pretty hardcore with my blush, but I'm going to start off very lightly because I don't really know the pigmentation or how these look. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in with this like tapered brush. It's a super old one from Mary Kay, and then again into that shade Fantasia, and just kind of dip lightly in. There is a lot of kick up, but I don't necessarily mind that as long as the product works. So I'm just going to tap off the excess. Whoa, look at that. Woo! Okay. Okay, I don't think it's picking up on camera, but there actually is quite a bit of nice pigmentation here. I think what's showing more is the shimmer, the gold shimmer. So that's probably why it's not picking up on camera, but it does have really pretty pigmentation. So I'm just gonna go in a little bit more and just pack it on a little bit more. Okay, that's really pretty, but you're definitely getting more of a highlight effect than a blush effect. I don't mind it though. We're just gonna go for it. And we'll still use one of the highlighter shades. wow, when she said that like glow, what did she say? That blinding highlight, she was not kidding. Like seriously, that is bam. Blinding. Definitely don't think I would go this like highlighty on my for blush, but so I think I would call this more of a just a glow palette rather than just a blush, or maybe use this as like a light blush topper, but still really, really pretty. Oh my goodness. I like it. I'm not mad at it. I'm kind of a little bit nervous to go into highlight now because I feel like this is like, I mean, we're there already, but I do want to try one of the more like highlighty shades. And so what I'm going to go into is the shade Fizz. That's the one that's kind of calling to me the most because I really love those kind of more gold tones. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to do this very lightly as well. Oh man, these are definitely very powdery. Oh my goodness, but still like beautiful. Let's do this. I'm just going to take this back here. Okay, whoa, whoa-ly dang. Bam. Definitely blending. I'm not opposed to a blinding highlight though. I love a good highlight. I love a good highlight mustache as well. And let's see, I'm going to take a little bit, bridge my nose as well. I do kind of have a wider nose. I don't always like to go in with a big brush on my nose, so I'm going to take a pencil brush and then go into that same shade and bring that to like the tip in the center to highlight my nose. Dang. Okay, then I'm just going to take a little dual fiber brush and then kind of go over it so it's not too crazy. Wow, seriously, my skin looks like wet, like and dewy. It looks, well, I think it looks pretty. But alright, now I'm just going to add just a touch here to like my temples. Oh, whoa, okay, that was a little more than a touch there. That's okay. I like literally just dabbed like this into the palette and then went there. Oh my gosh. You gotta be careful. But that's okay. I will glow. I will glow, girl. Alright. With my glow on, now I'm going to go back to finishing the eyes. And oftentimes when I'm doing my eye and eye look, I will just pull in whatever highlight I use on my face and bring that to my eyes. But I kind of really want to go back into the palette and use another shade because they're just really pretty and I'm just curious to use as many of the shades in here as I can. So I think what I'm going to do is pull in the shade, let's see, I'm going to pull in the shade Fresh Stem, which is one of the top shades up here, and then just apply that with a pencil brush to my inner corner and my brow bone. That is a beautiful shade. Oh my goodness, love. Okay, I think that looks really, really pretty. I love that. Okay, so next up I do have a mascara, and she sent me one from Rimmel London, and I feel like I've tried one like this before, but it was in an orange tube. I'm not sure if they're the same or not, but she says, I haven't tried this mascara, but the brush looks promising. And the brush does look promising. I don't know if you could tell right here. It's kind of like one of those hourglass shapes, which I love an hourglass shape. I love, my preference I think for mascara are like the ones with the curved, because I feel like you could really get a good curl. But I also really like the ones with the hourglass shape as well, because those ones remind me a lot of like the ones from Too Faced, the Better Than Sex mascara, which is a really great mascara in my opinion. So we shall see. But this is the Rimmel London Scandaleyes Retro Glam Mascara. So let's put this to the test. My eyelashes are actually a little bit crispy from getting some of that liquid liner in them. So I'm just going to kind of get that out of there so it doesn't mess up the performance of my mascara. Alright. This is a big old wand. Let's see how it does on these lower lashes. Looking good so far. Is a little bit difficult to get that giant wand in there, but the results look nice. Alright, moving on to the upper lashes. Okay, this is doing a really good job. Like, I like it. I feel like I still do have a little bit of liner in my lashes. Darn it. But this is looking really nice. Alright, this actually did a really, I don't want to say actually, I just always kind of say that's the thing, but this did a really, really good job. First impressions of this mascara are really good. I really, really like it. I feel like it gave me a lot of length and even some separation. It gave me some volume and curl. Like, I'm digging it. Really like this one. And so I feel like I said, I feel like I tried one that was similar in an orange tube, but I don't remember it being like this, so it must be different. But this I like that. So I actually would totally leave this look alone right here. I think it looks great just with mascara. It looks super pretty, but Katie did actually send me a pair of lashes, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those on as well with this look. And her little note was really, really cute. It made me smile, just because I know she has talked about in videos trying new lashes or some that are a little bit more dramatic and feeling like she was gonna fly away in them and wasn't sure how she felt in them. And I remember saying like, oh, I think they look really great on you. And I'm someone who likes lashes. I don't mind a dramatic lash. Most of my looks I do with lashes. But anyways, so we differ in that way. And so that's why her note kind of made me laugh. It said, it says, I'm too scared to try these lashes, but I feel like you can rock them easily. So wear them for me, LOL. Can't wait to see them on you. So that just made me smile. She's so cute. It's just funny because she seems, has seemed so like almost insecure wearing lashes, whereas I'm like, wow, it looks really good. And she's like, oh my God, it's just too much. But I know there's a lot of people like that who don't do dramatic lashes very often, and it can seem like it's just too much. But anyways, these are the Eyeliner from the Vegas Nay collection in the style Golden Goddess. So my opinion, I don't think these look too dramatic just looking at them, but it might be different once they're on the eyes, so we're gonna go ahead and give them a go. Now, I'm always someone who puts my eyelashes on off camera, but I'm gonna just attempt to do it on camera for now, just to kind of show you guys the process. But this is actually nice. It actually tells you right and left. Normally, if you don't know, you just put them like this and you just match it up with your eyes, but this actually says right and left, so that's really cool. This actually does also come with an adhesive, but I'm just going to use one that I'm really used to, and this actually is going to be perfect because the tweezers I got in the Profusion kit earlier I'm going to use those. And these look like they're gonna be a little bit too long for me, so I probably will have to trim these. But this is kind of the process of lashes, is kind of measuring them to your eye. Oh, these actually do look pretty dramatic now that I have them against my eye. And I'm just going to trim just the slightest bit off the very end. And when you're trimming your lashes, you want to trim from the outer portion, not the inner side. So I'm just going to kind of cut that like last little piece there. And like I said, this comes with adhesive, but I'm just going to use the one that I have that I like, which is the Pure Cosmetics Pro Eyelash Adhesive, I think is what it's called. It's kind of like rubbed off, so I don't know. I just like this one because it has a wand, and the ones with the wands are just really, really easy to use. Just gonna put a little bit of the glue on there. We're gonna wait for it to get tacky. So far, just looking at these lashes, they seem like they'll be nice and easy to work with and wear because they have a very nice thin band. Most dramatic lashes can tend to have thicker bands, and those can just feel so heavy and also be a little bit harder to work with. My preference is like a clear band. Those are just like the best, in my opinion, easiest to work with. But this doesn't have a clear band, but it is a thinner band. So put the adhesive on, and I'm just gonna let them dry, and the adhesive dry and kind of get tacky, and just hold them with my tweezers. I kind of just like shake them to let them air dry till the adhesive gets a little bit more clear. And I'm not sure if I'll talk through this or not. We'll see. I've never done this on camera, talking through it. But what I'm going to do is just kind of place them on my lashes and kind of like match it up more with the center, and then fix like the outer edges. I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to grab it like this in the center. Try to get it really close to my lash line. And push it in there, and I'll release it. Then I go to the outer part, and then go to fix the front. And then kind of pinch them, push them into my lash line, and then pinch them together to kind of mesh them with my natural lashes. This can be super scary for those of you who are not used to like putting tools super close to your lash line, and I don't know if I would necessarily just say, hey, put your tweezers up to your lashes, but that is what I do. So now I'm just going to go around all of it and just pinch them together just to make sure it's nice and snug. And I like to also go like this and just push them up a little bit too. And voila! That's it. And wow, these actually were a lot more dramatic than they look. I don't hate them though, I think it looks gorgeous. But I'm just shocked because wow, they didn't look like they'd be that dramatic, but they're drama right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put the other one off camera real quick so we can move on to the lips and wrap up this video. Alright, so these are the lashes. Definitely a dramatic look, definitely a dramatic lash. I think it looks gorgeous though, and oh my gosh, like I am shocked at how like lightweight and comfortable these are, and I literally can't feel them. I'm loving that. So we do have one last kind of product to go to, and that is the lip product. But really quick, I wanted to go back. Did you all forget? I have that Profusion brow gel to use, so I am gonna go and just I am just gonna go ahead and run that through my brows real quick and see what I think of it. Ooh, it's very liquidy, so I really hope this dries and works well. I'm kind of like picky about my brow gel, as in I like for them to really set my brows in place, and almost like, I know not everybody likes this, but oh, it's like really liquidy. I like them to leave my lashes, my brows kind of stiff. I know some people like their brow gels to leave their brows still feeling soft and natural. Not me. I want to know that my brows are stiff and in place and not moving. So that's why I figured I'd put this on now. And then once I'm done with my lips, we'll see if this is dried and how it feels. And that will determine if I really like it or not. Oh, moved some of the product around. It's weird that it's so watery, like it's literally really like watery or oily almost feeling. But it's very fluid, I guess would be the right word. But it's still brushing through my brows well, moving them how I like it. So we'll see if it dries down and how it feels. I hope it dries down. It's like so liquidy, I'm like almost afraid it's not going to dry down, but we'll see. Okay, so last thing that I got in the box is lips, but I actually got two. So she said I couldn't decide which lipstick to send, so here's both for whichever formula you're feeling, with a little heart. Thank you so much, Katie. That is so generous of you. So she sent me two. Another item from the Smashbox and Vlada collection. This is the Always On Petal Metal Liquid Lipstick. Looks so pretty. This is the shade In Bloom, which is kind of looking like it's a pinky shade. Oh, okay. It's like a really pretty metallic-y shade. It looks beautiful. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, okay, good. I'm good. I'm safe. I literally went to smell that and like, for some reason, depth perception apparently, I have none, went too far and touched my nose. So naturally, I always want to smell lipstick. Ooh, and the wand looks just like the applicators that the Pixie Beauty has with their Matte Last Liquid lipsticks. So, and I love that have applicator. Before I decide, and let me tell you the other one she sent. She sent the Butter London Weightless Matte, plumping, I love plumping products, lip color, and this is the shade Fired Up. This one doesn't seem like it has a scent, but I'm going to swatch it really quick. I've not tried, I don't think, a Butter London lipstick. Ooh, it feels very, very creamy. I'm kind of intrigued that it's a plumping. Like, I wonder if it has a plumping, tingling effect. That's usually what I seek when I hear plumping products. Like, I love plumping products because I love that tingling effect they give. So I'm curious, but I don't know. Would the red go with this Copper Eye? I think it kind of would. I'm not quite sure. But the packaging, did I show you guys? It's really, really pretty. It comes in this like little box like this. And then the square tube, that's really cute. And then this, but I'm not sure if this will match me either. Oh goodness, let me at least swatch this and see. I kind of, like, I really want to give this a try, but I kind of feel like the red will match way better than the pink will, the metallic pink. So I will have to try this in another video, maybe my next look that I do or something, because it's beautiful. But I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the red lip. Oh, I'm kind of nervous. The shade name actually reminds me of like cheerleading. Like, my son's in football, and one of the cheers that the little junior cheerleaders do is, "Are you fired up? Yes, we are fired up." So, and that's the name of the shade. So I'm like saying that in my head. Okay, this, I think that's gonna go. Yeah, that's gonna go. My lips are a little bit chapped right now. She's driving me nuts. But this feels very, very comfortable. Very, very soft. It's like melting onto my lips. Oh my gosh. And oh, I didn't mean soft. I meant like creamy. I guess I should say. It's not like soft. I like the shape of this too. It's kind of really rounded, so I could really get in there on my upper lip. Okay, that went on beautifully. So creamy, so pigmented. What did it say? It was a matte? Yeah, weightless matte plumping lip color. And for like a matte, it's kind of like one of those, like, it's not matte flat. There's still some shine and cream to it, like creamy. It kind of looks just like a creamy lipstick, but yeah, I don't know. For a matte, it's very, very comfortable. Definitely does have a weightless feeling. I do feel like kind of a cooling sensation, not a tingly like a normal lip plumper would give, but there is like a nice cooling sensation that I'm really, really enjoying. The color is gorgeous. I like it. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I definitely think I made the right choice for the lip color. So thank you so much to Katie for sending me both to choose from. I'm so excited to try the Smashbox one. I'll have to do that in another video, but I think that this red was perfect for this look. So all right, and really quickly, I just want to check my brows just to let you know. It feels like it dried kind of in between, actually. It's not like super crispy like most of the brow products I like, but it's not soft where I feel like it's gonna move like other products I don't like. So it's kind of in between. Not bad, not mad at it. So yeah, I'll probably keep using that. But anyways, this is the completed look for my makeup swap box that Katie sent me. I think I love the way it looked. I'm really excited about all the products she sent me, and I thought this was really, really fun. It was really fun and exciting to be able to open up the products and try new things on camera, kind of like first impressions, and just kind of create this look just off the cuff kind of a thing. Really, really fun, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it and liked the look I created. And I'm so excited myself now to go watch the other girls' videos, because we're all uploading at the same day and we have no idea what each other is doing, and I don't know what anybody else got aside from Lauren, who I sent products to. So I'm actually really excited to see what she thinks of the products I sent her and the look she creates, and just really excited to see everybody else's looks. So if you are to, be sure to check them out and show them some love and all that good stuff. But with all that being said, that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and had as much fun watching as I had kind of unboxing and trying everything on. So I just want to thank you so much for watching. Big thank you to Lauren for coming up with this fabulous fun idea. I really appreciate you guys all so much, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes.